Hello there, I am Mindfiend. This is The Secret World and this here's Little Boo. We've just done the story mission to bring and talk to Dr. Bannerman. Excuse me one moment. Right. Right, okay. Just finished out helping up one of the new players. Find out how to get his clothes and switch off some of the updates, because when you first play the Secret World, by automatically PvP updates are selected, so you'll start getting messages every 5 minutes or so saying there you go, these facilities under attack by the Illuminati, etc, etc, etc. And you can just turn it off by coming to the chat window cog, coming down to subscribed channels, public groups, and then unticking PvP updates. Right, sorry about that. Okay, right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're not going to follow along the storyline any further for the moment. We are going to again take more time. We're going to do a few more missions. There's certainly at least a couple more small side quests to do, quick side quests, but we're going to do a main one now. I'm going to introduce you to Sandy Moose Jensen. He's quite the character. I like him. Death and the Instruments Thereof.
Back in my old life, I always wondered what was around the corner I didn't take, down the road I didn't go. That's how I ended up here, up to my elbows in machine grease rigging bombs. Relax, my friend, I got plenty of experience blowing shit up. I got a handle on death and the instruments thereof, and no desire to see the infinite darkness claim any of us quite yet. These mechanical servants of the Reaper will stay still and silent till I'm good and ready to push that button. Traveling the big country's taught me everything from bull riding to bonsai, enough to cause a man to lose his appetite for destruction. But circumstances require us to yield to the greater good, even when that greater good isn't all that pretty. Road here said I'd be pitching in with softshell lobster season. Instead, I found nightmare country, maybe the very rotten heartland of it. But I'm philosophizing. Life is sacred. Every moment is precious. Which brings us right back around to blowing up dead guys. I've got no shortage of time or ideas. What I'm lacking is the nuts and bolts of it. I could fill a shopping cart down Main Street, but getting out there and back, that's what's kicking my ass, my friend.
Well, that's no problem. We can get out there and get it for you. I like Moose. He's a philosopher of the road. He's definitely got a past and a history, but he sees it all with a sort of almost like Zen-like calm and wisdom. In fact, yeah, we'll do the quest and then we'll come back and then we'll talk to him at the end. Right. Moose is assembling some homemade explosives, but he's running out of ingredients. He could use someone to scavenge the streets and stores of Kingsmouth for materials. Moose has drawn up a list of the materials he needs and where to find them. Check Moose's list. So let's check the shopping list. Right, shopping list. And 4 ingredients. Coal packs, can probably get them at the fire station. Enough coal packs means plenty of ammonium nitrate. Diesel, can probably get some of that from the wrecked trawler near the Lobster Trap. Napalm, frozen orange juice concentrate. Hell, it was on Fight Club, gotta be worth a shot to make my own napalm. Can probably concentrate the orange juice myself. Should be some in the cafe on Arkham Avenue. Kitty litter, that bed and breakfast was crawling with cats when I went past there. Tyler Durden's special mix had better work. Gasoline, I can just siphon gas out from the cars in the barricade. Miscellaneous. They need some propane tanks. Can probably find some at the gas station. Always good for either freezing or burning something. Glass bottles. Can use all the old cola bottles Andy left lying around. Ball bearings. Plenty of bikes and trikes around, and not too many kids to ride them. Poke around the kindergarten some more. Right. So we're going to start by going to the Psych Oil gas station for propane tanks, was it? Possibly? Yeah, I think so. And this is another one of the very early missions you do. You probably do this long before I've done the others now, because it again gives you a chance to tour Kingsmouth. Soulless consumerism. Kill 1,000 zombies. So we're a tenth of the way to the target of killing 10,000 and getting the Romero title, so that then we'd no longer be just follower, novice or punisher. At the moment we're a follower with the Templar or punisher. I can use any of those titles if I want. Let's head down to the Psych Oil gas station. Any zombies on the way down there? You know what's coming. They used to cause quite the problem. But not anymore. Now all they are is fodder for the grind. Kill as many as you can. Take the XP, the easy XP. Take the ability points that provides. And I've got 10 stored up there, which we might have a look at as well at the end of the episode. Right, we're down at the Psych Oil gas station. This gas seems especially flammable, but you may not have any use for it at the moment. Okay. There we go. There's the propane tanks. So we look for propane tanks. We've got those. Now we're going to go down to the kindergarten on Kingsmouth Municipal Park to look for bicycles and tricycles to get the ball bearings he wanted. So look what this is. 604, that's an extra one for us. We need to get some healing back. Metal, oh I want metal. Good. Not exactly the best place to stand, Hurricane. There's another quest we'll be able to do again, the postal van. We can do that one next, probably next, maybe, we'll see. And it's a nice quiet night in Kingsmouth, just us and the undead. Let's hit those on the way past as well. Oh, got another one. What do we get there? Ah, we got a fist weapon. Now I could save that. I could definitely save that. Or I could sell it, but I don't want to do that with them at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble any weapons I get, because you get metal out of them, and I want metal. The more metal I get, I can combine that down into 1/50 size here. So I would be able to have 6 of the next type better metal, and so on, which will lead to me being able to craft a much better weapon than I could pick up normally. Probably not better than what I could get if I went in a dungeon, but you need a group for that. Also, for people who might not know, is there's a clock up here that you can show either game time, or you can show real time. At the moment I've got it set to show game time, but if you just click it you can show the real time. And this padlock here, if you click this, it will unlock all your GUI, so you can move things around to where you want it to be. Well, let's just turn here. Base water and base metal. Great. Now here's the kindergarten. And with this tricycle out the front we can get some of the ball bearings from it. Okay. TFO, go to the bed and breakfast to search for kitty litter. Now this is taking us out to an area we haven't been to yet, which is good. But along the way we're going to make a stop, and the first stop we're going to make is at the end house on the left here. We'll kill the zombies that are in the porchway first. What do we get then? Something nice? Quality level 1 talisman toolkit, will probably sell that. You okay? Think he's going to handle that alright. Yeah, he doesn't need our help there. So we're going to climb up here onto this roof on the top here, and we're going to sort of like jump around. Oh, darn it, I always fall off this. You sit down. Try and jump around the corner. It can be a bit of a problem. I have problems with some of the jumping in this, as Narlo would say. Oh, just nearly around the corner. As you can see, we're trying to get to a piece of lore that's on the roof over there. So let's try again. Oh dear. Not my night for jumping tonight. Oh well. That's what you get with a show all let's plays. You get the good with the bad. So let's... Oh, nearly round the corner. That's a tough jump. That's nearly as bad as trying to play the lava game in the scrapyard. Ah! Made it. At last! Right. There we go. We'll get another piece of lore now. Another piece about the Lady Margaret. Joe Slater is the only one left. One by one his fellows went away like the deceptively vicious plot of a children's rhyme. Each is a tiny story in the belly of a different gull. And then there was Joe. But he is barely Joe. Perhaps it was an object or the primordial soup he swam through to get it that passed on the fish oil leprosy. Oh, we'll have to learn more about that. But what we've got to do is we've got to head to the bed and breakfast. Now, there's the Lobster Trap here, and there's actually another law, if I remember rightly. Another piece of law on the Lobster Trap, so let's grab that as well. This is a nice restaurant on the bay. Yeah, I thought there was a piece of law there. I was sure there was a piece of law there. Oh no, don't tell me it's another one of those. Do I have to jump for that? I think I do. Yep. Okay, well. Attempt number 2. It's the same thing, only going the opposite way. Ah! Damn it! At least the Draug aren't the problem that they used to be. But platforming, yeah, that's a problem. Oops, why has that gone funny? Why has it gone funny on me? Okay, let's try and climb down and try and get back up again. Oops. Don't know what happened there. Something's gone funny on my keys. Why can't I move my keys? Wow. Okay, let's try this again. Oh no. Maybe I shouldn't record tonight if it's going to be one of those nights. Sometimes you get them. There's maybe a case of, yep, it's definitely going to be one of those nights. Thank you. Another Lady Margaret one. We can suppose the Lady Margaret fled. Sorry, it's so tiny. We can suppose the Lady Margaret fled maelstrom and monsters. The engine came back to life. Some instruments found lucidity. The boat made its way back to Kingsmouth. The fishermen kept a strange object they found to themselves. Some argued to sell it on the internet. Others said it should be brought to Innsmouth Academy for identification. They decided to bring it to the esoteric school. Interesting, interesting. So they decided to take it to the Kingsmouth Academy. The Innsmouth Academy. Right. Well, we've got to head out to Jack and Wendy's bed and breakfast now. Let me reduce the size of that. And that is out here, if you look. It's out near a place called Journey's End. And we will be coming back here because there's a couple of quests to pick up as well. As I say, you see, the thing with this is, normally, when you got here now and you was doing this, you'd pick this side quest up as you went along. suicide notes. You pick that up as you went along, but I'm doing them all separately, so let's pick up the kitty litter. We visited the bed and breakfast now. We've got the hippie camp, the skateboard park, Journey's End, the Longmoor Bridge, Edgar's Scrapyard and the Kingsmouth Municipal Airport yet to find. Right, look for the diesel at the derelict trawler on the beach next to the Lobster Trap. Well, we've just been climbing on the Lobster Trap to try and find the... to get that lore. So let's head back there now for this derelict ship here. Can I get down there nice and quick while there's nobody around? Yes, we can. Let's pick up the diesel tank. And we'll run back up here. And we're being attacked. Okay. Come on then if you think you're hard enough. I've actually found a nicer ability that I like even more than this Call of Eris, which is this one, Schism. I like that. We might actually buy that. How many have I got? 11. We will. We're going to buy Paradigm Shift, and then we're going to buy Schism. Because Schism's the same sort of thing. It consumes all chaos resources, but it's a single targeted attack that deals 160 to 317. Whereas this only does 132, but this also does up to like 45 extra per hit. But this also, if the target has below 35% health remaining, it will deal up to 392. And the damage scales based on the number of resources consumed. So we're going to buy that. And we're going to slot Schism instead of Eris. I like that. Why can't I use it? Why has it gone grey? We've got a Chaos Focus. It's just that I haven't got the let's test it on this willing volunteer here. Yeah, there it goes. And now we're hitting with it. Ooh, nice big hit. That's better. I like that one. It's a more powerful attack. It has its downsides. Everything on there actually has its downside. We're going to the Kingsmouth fire station. That's over this way. Every ability out there has good points for you and bad points, and some of the skill is in making sure that you put all the ones that work well together in your deck. Let's go down via these. Ooh, what do we get for killing those? We got... Do you mind? Who said you could join in? Right. Now, we've got to go upstairs to collect these. And it's a much more dangerous place upstairs, because you're in smaller areas. Right. Luckily it looks like somebody might have been in here recently. Fire Chief Sewell. There, let's take him out because we're going to... We're going to want to stand here for a moment while we get the law. This is about the 1712 fire which was set. You squint, you strain. Yeah, how did you know that's how I need to read this? Are you trying to see us? Your Paleolithic ancestors saw us. They tried to draw our likenesses on the cave walls. People in in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, had us tried to draw us in 1967. Their eyes blistered red from the sight. We tried to warn them of the collapsing bridge. What do we... Oh, he's respawned already, has he? He respawns fast as Sewell because he's needed for a quest, so they will do. Let's pick up these. Let's actually go through this fella here as well. These used to be quite deadly to us, or well, quite a challenge to us, if you remember, when we first started. Now, not quite the same at all. That schism is great. I like that schism. Ooh, Fire Chief McCafferty. Look. He's a higher level one. Let's go and say hello to him. Yes, we're a bit high in power rated now for these guys, which is nice. It is nice because I remember the first time I played this, and oh, I had such trouble with them because I didn't quite get the whole run around and dodge mechanic and dodge the attacks they have. So I didn't really see the white areas on the floor and didn't know that that was something to avoid like this. There we go, just dodged it. Schism, yes! That schism's great. I like it. Right, we've now got to go to the cafe on Arkham Avenue. Look for the diesel at the top, yes. We did 6. Go to the fire station and look for coal packs, which we just found. Now we've got to go to the cafe on Arkham Avenue and look for cartons of orange juice. Now again, I don't tend to use sprint an awful lot in Kingsmouth town. I will as we move further out from Kingsmouth, but in here I like to take my time. I like to run at this nice sedate pace round through the gardens, see the architecture, because I think the houses are just wonderfully done. They really are some beautiful housing. I like that. You know, when you look at it, it's great architecture, nice texturing on it. I love this game. It's just, oh, it's just my almost perfect game. I really do love it. Let's close that. And here's the cafe. Arkham Avenue. Now there's cartons of orange juice outside it, so that'll probably have gone off. Don't drink it, Moose. Definitely don't drink it. Right, so all we've got to do now is put this stuff into Moose's container. You can do this mission a lot quicker than what I've done it. Obviously, enjoying it. I'm taking my time with it. I'm stopping to pick up the law, which of course we won't need to do again now, but next time we go past that way. I wonder how many zombies those guys have killed over the years this game has been running. Wow. And so here you go, you bring the stuff and you bring it back and you put it in Moose's crate for him. Death and the instruments thereof. That's for the kindness of strangers, that's for people that are not native to Solomon Island. We've only done 2 so far. We did a fistful of zombies for Boone, if you remember, right at the beginning, the cowboy who sits near Agatha. Now we've just done Death and the instruments thereof for Sandy Moose Jensen, so let's tell Sonic about that. Splendid work. I'm very encouraged by your ability to roam and scrounge up necessary ingredients. Our enemies are relentless and demonstrate rudimentary combat skills. However, they clearly haven't grasped the nuances of blocking key roads and securing access to supplies. Advantage humanity. Now I understand you've acquired some destructive ingredients for your friend. One assumes the next step is to detach the limbs of our enemies in some truly spectacular fashion. Quite true. In order for us to test their weaknesses, of course, Sonic. And we'll get given 2 sequences of Solomon Island, 5,000 Pax Romana, 40,000 XP, and we'll also get the Columbanus, which actually is very good. It's very good. But I'll lose a bit of hit rating. But go on, I think we'll equip it. As you can see, the Columbanus is one of the minor talismans. So we'll right click that, equip it there, and this will bring down for something to sell. Those we can sell. Quality level 1, quality level 2, yes, we'll sell both of those as well. So I think I'll actually just pop over and I'll just sell those now. And also check that we've got everything we need. Come on. There we go. We want to sell that, and this. Now let's have a look. Repair. Do we need anything repaired? No, we're fully repaired. We haven't died since the last time we repaired everything. So let's get back over to the police station, where I might have a look at the AP points. We've now got 7 again, haven't we? Here we go. I like to tend to hang out here or in various places. Oh, and you know how I mentioned Mr. Freezy spawning at the back of the... Ha! That's interesting. The map must be account wide because that's from my main character. So these marks on the map must be account wide. I did not know that. But that's basically it. We're at this junction here. There's an abandoned car, and I basically sat on the roof of that car for 2 hours, which I'll just show you. And he's finally appeared. I've waited nearly 2 hours for this guy. Here he is, Mr. Freezy. There he is. That's what I've waited for. Oh, wow. That was a long work camp. And we'll just have a look. Mr. Freezy. I sat on this truck here, and he finally appeared just in front of me here. I sat there for, well, let's say, yeah, just about 2 hours. Yes! And that was Mr. Freezy. There you go. So now let's take a quick look. Do we want to spend anything else here? The next ability we really want, Trucker. So we don't need to save up 9, 21. So no, I'm going to save up for Trucker for the next ability. And skill points, I'm still not so sure, but I think I could put them all into a talisman so we can wear a better talisman each. Or I could put 2 into that as well. I'll leave it for the time being, because if we get a talisman I want to know which talisman it is that I want to upgrade. So I'll say thank you very much for watching. I've been Mindfiend. You guys, as always, have been wonderful. Bye for now.